Hello, today we are going to start making a formed bowl. So I've lined my bowl with plastic wrap, and that's what you're going to need to do. And then you're going to need to make a bunch of coils. Now what I've done in advance is make a whole bunch of coils so that I could just put them together. And I made them kind of long so that I could just do whatever shape I wanted. So here's what you're going to be doing. Oh, and you'll also need just a scrubby paintbrush, just a small round one is fine. You'll need some water, a sponge, and some slip that you get out of the slip bucket back in the back. Okay, so get enough that you're going to be able to use it. Then you're going to roll out your coils just as if you were making a coil pot, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to put it together with slip inside of our bowl. We're going to make a design. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to dip into my slip with the brush, and I'm going to put it on my coil where I want it to attach, because I want it to really squish. And I'm going to only do it a little at a time, and I'm going to really squish it together. Okay? And you should be able to see the slip kind of squish out between the coil. Okay, so once I get to where I just put slip on it again, I need to put some more on. And I'm just keeping it against the table. Okay, and then I can just smoosh it off to the size that I want. And so I've got this neat looking coil. I'm going to lay it in the bottom. That's just to get started. Okay, then I'm going to continue to make scrolls and rolls and just different kinds of shapes. I might take this one and go the opposite direction. So scroll it this way a little bit, and then scroll it back on itself again. Let's see, yeah, this way. There we go. It's just so I make a different shape. Okay, so it's a little bit different now. And I'm going to put that up against my other coil. I'm going to kind of squish them together. And I might even throw a little slip in there just so they stick together really good. Okay, so then this one, put my slip on there again, just enough to go where I want it to go here. And this one I might go zigzag back and forth again. So get some slip on this side, fold that back on itself, slip on this side, fold it back. Okay. And then where I want it to attach to my other one, I'm going to stick it in there. Get some slip on there. Okay. So I just keep adding these coils in, slipping each one where I want it to attach. Okay. So if you don't want this big mess on the table, you might consider putting some newspaper down first, so that your slip goes on the newspaper and you don't have a big mess to clean up. That might be a good thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to grab another of my coils. It's okay to, maybe I'll even squish it around in this so I can use up this slip on the table here. Okay, I think I'm going to do another zigzag one because I like how that looked. Okay, so I'm going to finish making all of these, and I'm going to show you how to finish it up. Okay, so I've finished making all of my coils, and I've put them down in here, and then wherever there were little gaps, I just rolled up a ball of clay and just stuck it down in there. Now I want it all to be even on the top, so what I'm going to do is take the top, and I'm just going to push my thumb across the top so that I even out the top. Okay? Okay, and if I find that I've got a gap, I can roll up a little bit of clay, get a little slip on it, and just stick it in place. Okay, and then continue to even out my top. Okay, now this part, we're going to smooth that all in. The coil pattern is going to end up on the outside. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just smoothing it down in. Okay. It's going to press it together and it's going to smooth out the interior of your pot. And you may end up taking away some of your clay, which is fine because you don't want it too thick. Otherwise, it'll be kind of a clumpy bowl. Okay, see, so I just took a whole bunch away because I don't want it too super thick, but I don't want it too thin either because it'll crack. I made one of these in high school that was way too thin, and the whole top cracked all the way down the side. So you want it thick, but not so thick that it explodes in the kiln. So I'm just going to continue to smooth it out. And then if what I've been doing pushes some of that clay up, I need to even out my top. Okay, so that's fairly smooth. Got a little bit chunks of clay here and there. And then I'm going to take my sponge, get it wet, and I'm going to smooth everything in so that I have a flat bottom and I don't have to do a lot of work to it when it's time to get it ready to fire. Okay, might need to even smooth out the top a little bit more. And this is where you can continue to compress all of those coils together. Okay, so see, I'm ending up getting a little bit more across the top. And there you go. You have a really nice smooth bowl inside. And when you pull it out tomorrow, you can just pull this up out and your pot will have all of those designs on the bottom. Okay, thank you.